All right, Spencer, if you would, please catch us up and bring us up to date.
Oh,
World
yeah.
of Shadowrun.
Okay. Last run on Shadow Time. Our heroes had not found Baldwin Brown, but were still en route to the neutral drop zone. There they met with Mr. Johnson, who was less than pleased by not having Baldwin Brown in his clutches. However, Dr. Friend eased him over with an agony spell on himself. And after some strict negotiations by, Mercy O'Donnell, things were smoothed over. Until the cops showed up. It was time to bone out, and Eve used a flaming gorilla illusion spell to cover their escape while they boned out in the semi-truck with the Johnson. But without Baldwin, what would they do? What would they get paid from? Will they find him instead? All right, that's over. You know, if you don't feel it deserves an applause, you don't need to applaud. I'm just saying. It's fair. Either way.
That's how I feel.
You're in the Barrens. It's early morning. Let's say 3 or 4 in the morning. You're in a semi-truck full of BTLs with the Johnson. You think you've evaded the cops. You're on an empty road winding through fields of rubble towards a building said to be hiding Baldwin Brown.
Oh, we know...
Yeah, my eagle spotted him in that building, and there's magical mana barriers inside there, like magic barriers inside the building.
Mana barriers, yep.
All right. I can take care of that shit.
Can you?
Huh?
Well, whatever.
Don't doubt me, Spencer.
Okay.
I believe in you.
Thank you, Mercy.
We should drive until we arrive at this place.
All right. I like it.
Are we all in the back of a big truck?
You're narratively, you could be positioned wherever you want. It'll all work out.
Because I was confused about that last week.
Yeah. Well, last week
so
you were
we're
in
one
the front.
one truck.
Yeah. The semi-truck, there's they call it the cab, and then they call it the Holland box, I think.
The bed.
Oh. Yeah.
All right, I'm in the Holland box.
All right.
Me too.
So am I, yeah.
Okay.
Me too.
I believe Hordegard and Mercy, I think, are up front, right?
Yeah, I'm in the passenger seat.
Huh?
You could be wherever you want to be.
Am I using my sort of my sense of where we are going to get there?
Oh, yeah. You got a map. It's in your brain. You know everywhere you're going.
So we are programmed. We will arrive according to my sequencing. I would request an estimation on how long before we arrive.
Say what?
How much time before we get there?
Oh. Well, you're getting there right now.
We are arriving now and stopping.
Definitely.
Okay.
We're almost there.
As you get closer, you pass more and more intact buildings, run down as they are, and also people in the early morning light congregating or standing around in the street. Small barrel fires cast a warm, flickering light across the streets. The truck rolls up to a stop. The building is just down the block, unless you want to like roll up to the front of it. But usually,
yeah. I said we don't park right in front of it.
Yeah, so that's where you're parked, not right up in front of it.
Hordegard, can you use your sense to find out? Can Hordegard locate where Baldwin Brown is inside this building?
No.
But it's in my collection of mental maps. Do I have some sort of layout of the building available to me?
Not really. It just looks like a small building.
Okay. Should I astral project myself inside that building and try to get sense where the barriers are and where Baldwin is?
Who are you asking?
The group.
Oh,
you guys okay with that, or you want to try another plan?
I was going to give him a strength boost that might help him find Baldwin Brown in the building.
Who?
What's your name?
Hordegard.
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 I had to Hordegard.
Hordegard.
Like Hildegard?
Oh, Hildegard.
Hordegard.
Hordegard.
Yes.
Hordegard. I was going to give him a strength boost.
Do it.
Okay.
This guy's a really good doctor.
And with that, his strength is boosted.
So feeling very strong now?
You're feeling 3 stronger.
That's kind of a bad neighborhood. Somebody should stay with the goods. Not the kind of people you want to valet park with.
Okay.
If you get my meaning.
If you astral project, perhaps I could create some sort of mind meld between us, and then we could stay in contact.
Okay.
While you're gone.
All right,
This is possible.
I astral project into the building and try to locate where Baldwin is.
With a mind meld?
Mind meld communication with Hordegard.
Okay, that happens. You're in astral form. You glide over the buildings. You glide over 2 large parking structures that are broken and damaged with the ravages of time, and in between them, nestled in a tiny, tiny spot, almost too small for a property, you see a vintage wooden house standing bright and cheery, squeezed in the tiny lot. You see the house is made out of real live walnut wood planks and a wood shingled roof. It's a real throwback to the older times. Its yard is overgrown with plants and it's glowing. You can see it with your astral vision. It's glowing. As you try and enter the house, you're repulsed by a strong mana barrier force. It's blocking all astral travel.
All right. Is it so it's glowing from the mana barrier?
The barrier is glowing.
Right. And there's no way for me to get through that?
Not astral style.
Attacking barriers. Can I take out, like, how do you attack those? Can I attack those with my astral, with my war club?
You can try, but it's a tough barrier. You can tell by looking at it.
All right. Well, I use my my combat focus weapon, my Comanche war club, and I try to attack the barrier.
Okay.
Hey, you all right? You look like you're getting astrally blocked.
Can we communicate through comlinks when I'm astral?
No, you're just a ghost. You could talk to Hordegard, though.
I would like to relay a question from you.
What is it?
Are you all right?
I'm so far so good. There's a barrier here. Should I try to smack it?
I would smack yes.
Okay.
Certainly.
Okay.
Why would you not?
I take my Comanche war club and harness my club's astral attack on it.
Striking with the astral form of your club, it pings harmlessly off the barrier surface. This is some higher level magics.
Ooh. Okay, I go back to the to the group.
For the record, he says he is all right.
Yes, I'm all right. Okay, so guys, there's a big mana barrier. It's magic that's beyond my capabilities. I don't know how to get through that.
Oh, well, you know what they say.
What do they say, Nightblade?
Bigger the mana barrier, the lower the defense against conventional assault. I assume.
Perhaps this is something.
Can I counterspell against it?
No.
Shit.
Could I give him a spell that would increase his body size?
Her. I'm a she.
Sorry?
I'm a girl.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. My name is Eve.
New world.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
You could, yeah.
You have to ask. It's a callback.
You know,
Camera 2, camera 3, camera 1, camera 4.
Harmontown is brought to you by Snuggle Fabric Softener.
If you casted the increased body, it'd make him tougher to kill and more resilient.
but it won't help him get through the barrier.
Not on its own, no.
Okay.
Could perhaps it be what is it that you have? You have a sort of like a light whip.
Yeah, whip. Yeah, nano whip in my finger. Yeah.
Is that sort of barrier? Is it sort of
No.
vulnerable to the whip?
Okay. You look that question up on the future net. Wait, it's called the Matrix in this game. You look it up on the Matrix and you find out that mana barriers are not affected by physical mana.
Somebody stay here and protect the gear. I should head in there. It seems like...
Also, I mean, I could go in there. I have mana spells. I could go in there and cast like a high-level mana bolt and try to knock it out that way, too. But I am getting a little drained. Have I rested, or do I still have the drain, Spencer?
Nah, you're still drained.
Okay. I've got a few. I have a few bits of drain left in me.
Yeah, you're about half.
Just go there in the non-astral plane. There's no barrier in the regular plane, probably.
That's what the
people on the
internet
street are saying things.
So do we know the security system on the outside of the building?
No, you only have seen the wooden exterior of the house.
Oh yeah, you're a hacker, right? Like
No.
Yeah. Well,
No? Okay.
I have a key card copier.
That's
so
true.
And I also have an auto picker, which I would think would be locks. So I go and inspect the front door or entrance to the building.
You cross through the green yard and past the yellow mailbox that has the name The Yellowmans painted on the side. You go up to the front door that's painted blue. The the paint is chipping. It's old as hell, but it's a classic throwback lock. You could definitely pick it with that lock picker.
I pick the lock.
All right.
Can I be following her? I'm gonna go as well because I watched my magic friends fail to. So we're leaving the Holland truck, and I'm going with the physical people.
I will follow as well, but behind, rear guard for protection.
Thank you.
I'm staying in the car.
All right. I'm inside the truck, but I'm still going to be in the astral plane right now, kind of overseeing things.
I'm telling you,
Okay.
somebody should stay with the truck because it's like a joke in an '80s movie. We're gonna come back. It's gonna be on blocks. It's a bad neighborhood.
This guy likes cookies.
They're pretty dry, but they're good.
Speaking of dry, can I have a water? It's because of him. I blame him. Nate, right?
Spencer has one.
Does Spencer have a water?
Here.
Okay, there you go.
Here, Jen.
Thank you, Spencer.
It was in my pocket.
All right, so
Thanks, Spencer.
It's a little warm, but it's still wet.
the mana barrier is not covering the outside of the house. It's covering the whole house.
It is. It's like paint.
So what lock is she picking? The one on the house
The
itself?
front door. Yep.
Okay.
So is the chipped paint mean that portion is down?
Nope. I mean, I like paint in that it covered the entire thing. I'm sorry. That's confusing.
That's okay.
You pick the door and it slides open silently, which is odd for an old wooden house.
Well,
Is the barrier still there?
No, you can only see it when you're in the astral plane. No one else can see any barriers.
Okay.
It's like an astral barrier.
Would like to use my sense of detecting enemies to see if there are any enemies I can detect.
You detect 2 enemies inside.
But with any sort of specificity, location, or is it just
No, all you could do is detect.
I get a number. The number is 2. There are 2 enemies.
Thanks. All right. Well, get ready to change that number.
Meaning there are 3.
What? What?
A rare joke from Hortegard.
No, I don't mean change it. Don't change it randomly. I'm gonna change it by killing people. This guy.
I go back to the truck, go back into the physical world, and I say, guys, there's a mana barrier. You're not getting in there. There's a magical force field around this house. You're not getting in there.
Well, I guess you're talking to friend because everyone else is outside the truck.
That's right.
Oh,
I'm the only one who stayed in the truck.
Not on comm links. I can't say that.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I report that on comm to everybody.
That happens.
Why don't you guys get to know each other? Just suggesting as a player, like it could be a fun scene.
Me and the doctor.
Yeah.
Hey, Doc. Remember what you said back there about me maybe.
About you could have done better than
I could have
this.
done better, and it's hard because we live in this world that just every step you take seems like a step back. Every time you do something, it just reinforces the fact that you're not supposed to be free. You're not supposed to be happy, and I don't feel I've never felt like I deserve happiness.
It's not true. You're a decent girl. You could have anything. I just don't want your life to be like mine.
I want to find my parents. My parents are stuck working for mega corporations, and their magic is being used like prostituted.
I know.
They didn't even know if I'm alive or dead, Doc.
Look, I don't know if you know anything about me, but I used to be a very well-respected doctor.
What happened?
Do you remember when the president was shot?
Yes.
I was the doctor who attempted to save his life.
Wow.
But I'd been drinking. He died on the table, under my hands. It destroyed me. I just went from bad to worse after that, and then I wound up here with these people. I'm just telling you, thank you. I'm just telling you that you could save yourself now. Go find your parents. Start your life all over again.
All you're telling me is that you found yourself at the bottom of the barrel, just like the rest of us. We're nobodies. We're nothings.
I'm more of a nothing than you are.
Maybe you should take your own advice and put some of that like that healing power on your own soul, your own self.
Maybe you're right.
I kissed the doctor.
Oh, okay.
We start really making out.
Yeah.
Stop, they're coming.
We're not coming.
Oh.
Okay. But you may have forgot to turn off your comm link.
Oh shit! God damn it! Oh my God, that's embarrassing. How much did you guys hear? How much did you guys hear?
All of it.
Oh
This
shit!
is sort of 100%.
Can I just say we're all Shadowrunners? You know, like the stuff, the themes I'm hearing, I've heard on a lot of Shadowruns. You know, we are all misfits. I don't think there's anyone that should be saying to anybody else, you know, you more than me. You know, it's like, come on, this is the life we chose.
Hey, you know what, guys?
Okay.
Little powwow. Everybody huddle up.
Well, we can't. We're at the house.
Okay, I go. Okay, calmly cuddle up. Let's just calmly cuddle up.
Yeah.
Everybody pretend you're in a physical huddle. We're the bottom of the barrel. But we have a job to do. And everything that we do right from here on forward gets us a little bit higher, makes us a little bit better people. I don't know who this guy, Mr. Johnson, is or what he wants from Baldwin Brown.
Yeah, should I be on this call or not?
Oh, shit.
Wait, is he listening the whole time?
Yeah.
Try, Mr.
Baldwin Brown?
No, Johnson.
Johnson. Oh, shit.
Who keeps hitting send all?
It's a lot like sort of this joke that we have about the Norwegian family, where, for example, maybe this one comes from Stavanger, and maybe this one comes from Bergen, and maybe this one comes from Trondheim. I am, of course, from Oslo. And this one is the angry one. Angry that the oil is being taken from his place. He has all the money in the world, but it's being sent to other places in Norway. But we're all one family. And end of story. So for precision's sake, we're all one family.
Thanks for dumbing that down for us. You really clarified it.
I go back into the astral plane and I go at it and I throw a Force 5 mana bolt at the barrier.
Okay. What's your magic plus spellcasting?
7 and plus 6. 7
I think
plus
the mana
6.
barrier is just a thing that's there.
It strikes it and absorbs into the mana barrier's surface.
The end?
I mean, what?
That's it?
That's it for that mana bolt?
Nothing happened.
But not for this story.
No.
Time for action.
Fart gun engaged. All right. Eve?
Yeah.
Is that her name?
Yep.
All right. Come out to the coast. Let's have a few laughs. I got two bogeys somewhere in here.
Right.
I sweep the room. I take in my surroundings. What do I see?
You see the front room. There's 2 large couches and all sorts of framed photos and light coming in from the kitchen.
Well, he's in the room?
Apparently.
What's the point
Yeah,
of
you
it?
can walk through a mana barrier, motherfucker. You don't have to...
Oh, so it just keeps out magic?
It keeps out magic.
Fucking
It's just...
somebody... I don't know everything about magic, you guys.
Again, the people from the streets.
They know. Street smarts.
I check my zones.
Yeah, you see light coming from the kitchen and you hear movement.
Check my zones.
You see an old lady ruffling around in the fridge. She doesn't seem to notice you. It must be her intense stealth capabilities.
Or she's a robot. Just like my parents. I holster my weapon.
All right.
And I use my social skills.
What do you do with them?
Hey, Mom.
Jesse? Is that you?
Yeah, it's me, Jersey.
Are you home, Jesse?
Yes, I'm home.
Oh, it's been so long. My eyes, they're not good.
I brought a girl with me. I hope that's okay. I know you're old-fashioned, but times are changing.
All right. Just have fun down in the basement like you always do.
Okay, cool.
I go back in physical form again.
Okay. You're in the truck, right?
I go back and join him, I think, right? Am I with you?
I don't know.
You said you brought a girl, right? You meant me?
No, I meant
Mercy.
Mercy.
Okay, I'm in the truck.
All right.
Being very embarrassed about the whole mana barrier experience.
All right.
So you said that there were 2 people in the room?
Your 2 enemies were scouted in the house.
Okay. So I'm going to put on my spy monocle,
All right.
and I'm going to go... What's the setup of, like, the lower level of the house?
The kitchen leads to the basement for some reason.
I use my stealth to get by the grandma, and I go down into the basement, and I use my spy monocle to see my surroundings.
All right. It's really dark, but you can see 2 sleeping figures in a small metallic dome in the darkness. They're sleeping in the basement. They're not in the dome. The dome is separate. Oh. It's nearby.
I head down the stairs as well. I draw my Ares Predator.
You do that.
Silencer equipped.
Is anyone else doing anything?
I am in the kitchen right now.
I think you're outside the house.
Am I?
Probably.
Well, then I enter the house.
The old lady's like, "Oh, Jesse, got some friends?"
Just tell her you're Jesse's friends.
Tell her I am a friend of Jesse's, and I am just outside waiting for him to grab his effects.
Okay. Would you like a coffee?
Say
Let
yes to the
me
coffee. Yeah,
use
take the
my
coffee.
power to analyze truth to see if this is really coffee.
It is.
And I will,
It is.
I will enjoy coffee.
You got to take the coffee or she'll
But
kill
will
you.
he really enjoy the coffee? Find out next time on Shadowrun.
All right.
Cliffhanger!
All right.
Thank you so much, Jen, everybody. Jen helping us out with Mercy. DeMorge Brown, everybody. Spencer Crittenden. I'm Jeff Davis. Curtis Armstrong, everyone.
Should he come back next week? And
Should he
play
come
that? Okay. So now you're an asshole if you don't.
Yeah. And next week, we're going to go in that house and kick a whole ton of ass in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, everybody. Dan Harmon, your mayor, everybody.
Thank you, Chris and Zach and Dustin back in the booth. And we'll see you next week. Oh, and watch King of the Nerds on Fridays on TBS.
That's right. Finale on Friday,
Here, you
9
put
o'clock.
that there.
Thank you. Good night.